All right, we're going to continue on here with number 13, but it kind of builds on number 12. So we worked on number 12 last week. So it's important, and now we're going to be taking this equation that we wrote on number 12, and it's important to understand what these variables represent. So I'm just going to make a note here that x is the number of weeks that the corn is growing, and then y is the height of the corn. So it's always a good idea to kind of think about that. And so when it says how tall was the corn after 5 weeks, that means that x is 5. And so I'm going to say y equals 7 times 5 plus 5. So that would be 35 plus 5. So that would be 40 inches. All right, now it says how long will it take for the corn to be 26 inches tall. So now it's asking you it's giving you the height, so it's giving you y, and it's asking you for x. And so now I'm going to plug that in for y and keep the x as a variable. So this one I'm going to have to solve, so I'm going to subtract the 5 over. So 21 equals 7x, and then we'll divide both sides by 7, so x equals 3. How tall would you expect the corn to be after 13 weeks? So now we're switching back to x here. So this will be y equals 7 times 13 plus 5. 7 times 13, I don't know that one off the top of my head. I'll do some long multiplication here. So that's 21, and then 7 plus 2 is 9. So 91 plus 5 inches would be 96 inches. And then how long would it take for the corn to grow to 22 feet tall? Oh, 22 feet. So got to be careful there because this is all in inches. So I really need to convert that into inches. So I'm going to multiply that by 12 first. It is a y value, but it's the y value in inches. So that's why I'm multiplying it by 12 really quick. Tried to trick you there with the units switching from inches to feet, and so let me multiply that out and I get 264. Okay, so I'm going to say 264 equals 7x plus 5. So we'll subtract the 5. So we get, let's see, what is that? $259 equals 7x, and then we'll divide that by 7. So x equals 37 weeks. All right, next up, we got this problem. My son is saving up to buy a car. The amount he's saved is represented by this function. So he's saving up to buy a car. So the slope would be always the number attached to the x. So that's going to be a positive 42. And then the y-intercept would be 300. If the 42 is changed to an 80, what would be the context of how would that change the context of this problem? So the 42 right now is how much he's saving. It doesn't say, but let's say it's weeks. Let's say x is weeks, for example. It could be months. They probably should have put that here, but so that would mean that he is saving $80 every week. Instead of 42. So he's saving more money there. All right, next up here, if the 300 would change to a 120, how would that change? So remember, that's the y-intercept is the beginning, the starting amount. So I would say that he starts with 120 instead of 300.